So let's check in with our war room.
10
Hello,
seconds
we're
remaining.
just kitting up here.
Oh,
Again.
Get
Oh, nice. We left that one
clean.
out. Cool. That was one of the heroes we left because we figured it'd be picked.
nice.
There it is.
Wow, what is Darkseer's pick rate in this tournament?
Darkseer
Every
there.
game?
We have CM here, but maybe they're gonna go for something different here on Liquid.
Good lord.
Possible.
What's
they
your
don't really
favorite?
like
is
playing this
interesting
too much,
out of
but they
Liquid.
played
Elements have
before.
been opening with that hero.
Which one?
Clockwork.
Clockwork.
Yeah. That actually
Oh,
opened
so we have
clock
a
and
change
stuff
up.
a couple times.
Who's it?
Liquid's turn to pick.
This was a old school kind of pick that people were doing a lot versus Darkseer in the laning phase.
Doom second
This is
pick from
Doom second
Liquid.
pick.
Hey.
So I think they're gonna try to go for like a matchup here. They're gonna try to place the Doom versus the Darkseer, maybe with the Dazzle
think?
there. Dazzle can spam out the wave pretty easy. Versus Ion Shell, you always just heal bomb the first wave to kind of counteract the push of the Darkseer wave. The first initial laning phase.
10
You can put that
seconds
against the
remaining.
Darkseer, or it can be a very punishing combination against a lot of safe lanes, too.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
You guys remember when Dazzle had his sick mohawk instead of that whatever's on his head now? Oh,
Reserve
that was
time.
sweet.
I think it's so sticky.
He's got
I'm
this
static.
goofy ass looking headdress now.
I thought you could just change the cosmetic.
I just want Liquid to draft Wind Ranger 2 now.
Hey,
That's
take
all I
it
want.
easy.
That's
I
all I
like
want.
Dazzle now.
You like Dazzle now? When did this
Sure,
happen?
yeah. Dazzle can be really good in pro players' hands. I've learned to not hate on the Daz.
Oh.
The monkey!
Yeah,
finally.
is that the
Yeah.
first showing here at DreamLeague?
No, we've
Oh, we
had. I
did
think
have-
we've had one.
We did have one spot, okay.
I don't know.
Okay,
This hero's just been kind of like untouched because of the nerfs that he's gotten, and people just are not really favoring him so much. But with Darkseer,
Radiant
And
this
it's
is
one
like
of,
Teamfight Kings.
It's one of LeBron's most played heroes, right?
I do
Oh, is it?
believe so. Yeah.
It's one of his.
One of his favorites.
Wow, look at those bans by
Radiant
Liquid. Those are
team
instant.
back.
Banning Shout, Shadow Fiend, and Ember.
Yeah, that's, I mean, that's one of the things. Elements, when they don't pick up their mid in the first stage, they're very vulnerable because they really only have run 4 mid heroes in their last 20-something games.
All right, and the
10
Shadow Fiend
seconds
Ember.
remaining.
So the other one that they pick frequently besides those two is Lena,
5
and then they've
seconds
mixed in
remaining.
like a little bit of Sniper, and I forget there's one other hero.
Okay.
Reserve time.
Surely then elements, I mean, you're going to be aware that that might happen.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them come right back with Lena in the second phase. But then I don't necessarily like Lena
Liquid's
against the
turn
Doom.
to
I mean,
pick.
we saw Na'Vi try that yesterday, and Liquid just killed him.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Radiant
Trying out some
team
slaughter
pick.
again. They did lose to this yesterday, so and this was probably. This is probably gonna be what? This GH's hero, more than likely.
Yeah, you'd imagine it's gonna be GH. Yeah, for sure.
Now they're going for a
Around
type minus armor strategy with the Dazzle Slaughter coming out.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so Elements
10
Pro Gaming,
seconds
do they
remaining.
want to get some armor heroes? We have not seen
5
Sven in
seconds
such a long
remaining.
time.
Yeah, Sven's been gone.
He
think-
actually is completely gone.
Mm-hmm.
Newbie's like the
Reserve
only team
time.
that played it, right?
Yeah.
They played it at DAC. They even picked it at Kiev once or twice.
IG's run it.
IG's,
Burning's
oh yeah,
played it a
IG's
couple
run it
times,
once
yeah.
or twice as well. That's a good point.
But why is he so gone then? Apart from, I mean, obviously apart from those 2 Chinese teams, but
He's just super kiteable.
Yeah, he's very kiteable with the stacking nerf as well. You know, since 7.0, he can't like just crazy stack for the Ancients. He still can, but it's not the same where you have like 5 Ancient stacks and he just gets enabled. Sven has to play super far ahead. You need like a full item ahead of anybody else.
So one of the big things that I want to bring us back to laning as the draft goes on, because this is one of the things that you used to when you drafted a Monkey King, you practically didn't have to think about laning
10
because you could
seconds
apply so
remaining.
much pressure all over the map early. The difference is post-nerf, you actually do have to
5
worry about
seconds
him being
remaining.
punished in lane.
Yep.
And these are very strong lanes so far for Liquid. So already a little bit of a red flag to me.
Reserve time.
Yeah, the CM pick, I mean, this is Monkey King's gotten mana nerfs, so it works really well. This is just a good duo in general because you Frostbite somebody, gets a couple Jingo hits, he's actually able to get the 4 hits in time, usually.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, boy. Look at all
Lifestealer
that.
Slardar gets through
Radiant
for.
team
So they have
boy.
some extremely tanky heroes versus this very squishy Monkey King.
Oh, and an equally
instant
squishy
Terrorblade.
Terrorblade.
well, he's
Turn
got
to
some more
ban.
armor, but they've already sorted that
Yeah.
problem with the Slaughter and the Dazzle, so
Oh, I think the TB can be good here. I think,
TB could always
you know,
be good.
anytime you're getting it against the Lifestealer, it's going to be good news.
Yeah. What's going on in that Terrorblade?
10
What's going on with these
seconds
now?
remaining.
I mean, you said you want this against the Darkseer, but do you really want
Oh
the
no,
Lifestealer
the Doom's
final
definitely
pick?
gonna go offline.
The Doom is going
Yeah,
to
definitely
yeah.
gonna go offline.
But the big question now is if Liquid comes
man.
back and fifth bans
Reserve
Lena.
time.
Pingvinchek has really only played those 3 heroes with a little bit of a couple others thrown in. So you're going to have your mid on a matchup that he hasn't played as much recently. Oh, they're going to do TA. Okay.
Radiant
I'm worried that
team
Elements doesn't
back.
have any kind of save right now. Like this Slaughter Lifestealer bomb onto a Terrorblade, they can't get them off of him. He'll just instantly get blown up. I don't even know if he'll be able to get
Unless
Sunder off
there's
him
an
a lot of the
OD
times.
mid. Is that because
I guess that's
you have a
maybe an
little bit of
opportunity.
a bit of
10
save with
seconds
your
remaining.
mid? The only way you can still have some save in your draft, I think.
If this were a
5
different team,
seconds
you'd
remaining.
pick Naga here. Because they can't take ET,
Mm-hmm.
and you have just a ton of armor, and they don't have much.
Reserve time.
But I don't know if they can run that.
And then you also have got 2 heroes that will just farm up the map, and you're gonna have a very poor, like, 3 heroes. Darkseer takes a lot of farm, Naga takes a lot of farm, Terrorblade takes a lot of farm. I feel like that's too much. It will take too long
gonna
before
grab a
they
hero.
can.
But that's okay,
defend
though,
against
because
Liquid.
The other
I
thing
got
that
an
Naga
idea.
does is it gives you that control option that
It
Fog
gives a
mentioned.
guess,
It gives
but-
you that save,
Yeah.
right, from Song.
What do you have in your hands there, Fog?
I have
Oh.
Death Prophet. I think Liquid might
50p?
grab that one up.
And I've got.
That's a good pick.
I think they're going to try and make it work again. The mid Mirana Miracle. They might try it. Liquid might will say we can make this work.
Radiant team pick.
The only thing I don't like about DP here is the high natural armor of Terrorblade and the fact that that Darkseer can then build an armor aura item and Terrorblade just takes no damage from the exorcism.
I'd like something that they
Around.
can group around. They don't really have like that one hero that stands out to me where
10
it's like, all right, we're
seconds
gonna
remaining.
get going. We just have like this kind of ganking, like not really a big team
5
fight potential. I think this
seconds remaining.
it's just a just a guess. Helps with them for taking objectives because Lifestealer still isn't the
Reserve
greatest
time.
at doing that. And they already have auras coming out from Doom, and they're gonna have this armor coming out from Dazzle and Slaughter, and then they already have the save for the Death Prophet. I'm really liking this hero for them.
I think you got a solid enough line. I think you can just lean it here as elements. That's you know that's a hero that your mid player is very confident on.
Yeah, this looks like a old like the IG kind of approach to Darkseer, Monkey King, CM plus Lina could definitely be pretty strong. But they go
okay.
Will we puck
They get
instead?
the puck.
What?
Liquid's turn
Isn't
to
Okay.
pick.
Puck has a terrible time against Doom, doesn't?
He's very good though with the whole kind of team fight that Elements want to go for with the Wukong's command and the Dream Coil combination, keeping them in the ultimate.
That's a good
Yeah.
point.
You can also you can kite Lifestealer a bit more.
a little bit, yeah.
A little bit more evasive than anything else.
I mean,
I
yeah,
guess.
if you can get the instant silence, Lifestealer's not
5
going to have anything to
seconds
remove the
remaining.
silence. So.
Oh my God.
I feel like the chief problem here though is that this leaves you
Reserve
basically
time.
single core around a Terrorblade.
Yep.
You have no save, as
Yep.
Fog mentioned, against a lineup that has that high burst damage initiation and can just kill the Terrorblade. And then you're kind of done.
I mean, who on Elements takes damage in a fight? Who's the one that?
Oh, the storm. We were both wrong.
This is not
Miracle does
what
not
you
play
wanted.
Death Prophet. I know this, but
This is-
I did want him to see it play.
God.
See him grab it. But he goes for
There's a
Storm.
lot of nice vehicles for Lifestealers to jump in. Anyway, thank you,
Yeah.
gentlemen, for the War Room strategy talk. Back to the commentating desk with you for our first game very soon.
That's
What's
like
up?
Getting them to the desk. You know,
Oh.
like you'd hit a horse.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I'm sitting a few feet from him right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Prediction quickly.
please. All right.
Liquid.
I think Liquid.
This was
We're all
there
going
was
for
a
Liquid.
draft there were some drafts that I think would have given Elements a chance against Liquid. This was not it.
The only way Elements is going to win is if they go for right-click Darkseer. He's the only one who has any beef that can survive team fights. So if they do that, they can win. But they're not going to, so Liquid wins.
Liquid is just a better team, so they're going to take this first game, I
Damn,
think.
dude.
But let's see if Elements Pro Gaming could be making an upset. That would be very exciting to watch, and we're going to hear more about that from ODPixel and Fogged for Game 1.
All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and indeed, welcome to game 1 of today. We're going to have 4 series. It's going to be incredibly action-packed, and to start it, a bit of Liquid action. See if Elements can throw Liquid off what's been a pretty good run for them so far. Of course, yesterday was some win 3 games to just drop the one at the end of the day against Secret. But all in all, Liquid looking very strong at the moment. Elements coming into this one, the drafts that we've got again, a Monkey King, Terrorblade, things that we haven't really seen other teams be able to get through the drafts, but Elements, they're getting them. Liquid, though, do you feel they've got good things to deal with Elements this time around?
I really like their draft. They've got like good lanes. They've got mid game potential, and then they've got crazy late game potential. And I was mentioning during the in the war room, I'm in fear for the Terrorblade because they don't really have a good save for him. They have great team fight if they're able to get good lanes starting out, but I'm definitely liking Liquid's approach to this game just a bit more because they scale just so hard. And they're not really relying on ultimates.
No.
Like that's I think also the big thing. Like,
Yeah, that's-
I was liking the Death Prophet to them, but then I mean Miracle does not play Death Prophet. Storm gives them another type of vehicle to bring the Lifestealer in, and then they're only depending on Doom, which they don't really need for these big team fights. He's just gonna go for this like Aura build for this mech, for this Guardian
30
Greaves, and then they're
seconds
just
to
ready to go online. It's everybody else just needs just to kind of run at Elements lineup. But that being said, Elements has shown some very clever things in the laning phase. We saw LeBron that one game when he's Earthshaker, he was pulling the creeps a bunch to the off lane. So I want to see how they actually adjust in the laning phase for that, because yeah, this team's pretty good in the laning phase.
Yeah, who was it they played against the other day? It was a secret, wasn't it?
Yes, it was secret.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. Well, for the first 16 minutes or so, they were coming out ahead. But of course did go on to lose the game.
Claim themselves 3 runes. LeBron as a courier running out. He is spotted though. He hasn't skilled just yet, but now he's been hit once. If he gets poisoned up, he's just gonna die right here.
Yeah, no escape for the monkey as Matumba Man and GH closing upon him. And that will be your first blood. So, yeah, you say just a bit of a whiff, getting spotted out. Maybe not expecting Kuro to be standing there on the high ground, ready with the poison touch.
Yeah, he was trying to just steal the bounty rune, but unfortunate for him. Mitch now putting the Ion Shells on the waves. They're going to make an aggressive move on him right away. Matu hasn't skilled yet. Now he skills Open Wounds. Oh, Mitch, you're in trouble.
Yeah, this is going to be the second kill already for Liquid, as Fairy Fire is not going to be enough to save Mitch. 2 kills for the side. Matumba Man picking one up. He's right, well, he picked up both of them, didn't he? He managed to get the last touch on both kills, Matumba. So a great start for the Lifestealer.
Yep, boots right away.
Yep.
Already got phase boots put into his quick buy. Definitely a very good start for Liquid. All of them already on their way to their level 2s. And they're going to continue this aggression. GH is going to, he's there, he knows. All right, Darkseer is not going to come back to the lane because we just killed him right away. So he's going to go jungle. So I'm just going to sap from him and make his life miserable.
Mitch has to be careful how low he gets. Jungling up here. And indeed, GH,
Oh,
he's going to try and steal.
And he gets it.
Yeah, he does get the big one. And we'll get a bit of a punch into Mitch. Mitch will turn, try and get some Iron Shell harass back onto him, but GH, with the superior movement speed, will get himself away back to safety. The mid lane matchup, very close at the moment between the two of them. 8 for 2, 7 for 0 between Miracle and Ping Vintech.
Yep, should be pretty cool. Ooh, Miracle dropping his null to get the last hit under the tower. That's nice. Ooh, getting that reduced base damage, so the 2 hits on the range creep. But yeah, this mid matchup should be pretty even. I think Miracle's a little bit, of course, probably one of the best laners in the world right now, so I think he's going to come out a little bit ahead on this one. But Pingmanchik is going to go for the early double null talisman to be able to help him out. GH getting walked down right now by that Iron Shell, but he should be fine with the boots.
Yeah, Mitch trying to do his best to keep that Slardar away from sapping too much. I believe he just went for a smoke, didn't he? The Slardar, yeah, GH actually smoking up. And heads over to the shrine to join Miracle. And may look to try and make a play somewhere. I mean, going for the puck in the middle, is that going to be a chance, really? It seems quite a hard catch to get.
That seems pretty unlikely.
Yeah.
I think he's just going to keep trying to follow the Darkseer. Maybe go for a courier snipe, but nah, he doesn't attempt for it. I think, yeah, just following the Darkseer is probably the better choice. LeBron now just doing some pulls since he had to get the tree dance level 1, trying to survive. He's trying to just get maximum levels. CM jungling, per usual.
Yep. And what we got down bottom, really? What, Mind Control?
Yeah, Mind Control just jungling up a bit.
Yeah.
He got forced out at the start versus the Terrorblade CM. And he's okay with that. It's a Doom. And he's actually got the Mud Golem as well, so he can just toss those boulders a lot with that no mana cost to be obnoxious.
Yeah, mid lane, smoke from Elements themselves this time. Gogi heading round into position to try and make a go. Potentially after getting this ward out onto Miracle. We'll see if he does want to head there or his plan is elsewhere. We'll get the vision down. GH is in the mid lane though, so we could see a bit of an altercation between the two of the roaming.
I like this
heroes.
positioning from Goji though.
Yeah.
He's aggressively jungling, so he can always be in position to go for those ganks onto the Storm Spirit. Because Storm Spirit is pretty easy kind of ganks if your puck is healthy, but Pingmanchik is very low on health right now. He's at like 200 HP.
Doing very well in CS though. It is bang on neck and neck still in the mid lane. Ping and Miracle both getting what they want. And safe laners as well. Matumba and Swift Ending both finding the CS. So all in all, I mean, I guess the one thing to take away is just a little bit of a difference between the off laners, as Darkseer was having the better time. So here we go for the wraparound. Ping has used the orb. And yeah, GH, he's going to go for the crush onto Gogi. Miracle can't quite close the gap. And in fact, Miracle has to be a little careful. In comes the monkey. LeBron Dota looking to chase down as Ping Vincent goes forward with the orb. Gogi's going to have another frostbite. They'll be able to bring Miracle down fairly low. Not quite enough to get the kill. But a heavy bit of harassment coming out from Elements there in the mid lane. Pushing them back. And
Heavy rotations.
Yeah.
Allows Mind Control to kind of step up as soon as he sees the Monkey King TP. He's like, all right, well, I can just stand toe-to-toe with Terrorblade for a bit right now. Get a couple extra last hits.
Well, and kind of as expected, as you said, Elements by no means doing terrible at all in this laning stage. They're standing up to Liquid very well.
Dire's middle tower.
Apart from those first 2 kills that were given away in the safe lane, which are going to propel Matumba to hit a very good timing on that Midas, as he looks to rush it straight from the brown boots on the Lifestealer.
Okay, so he's just going to go for the Midas.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I like that more. He can be greedy since he got those early kills. GH now posting himself up in the mid lane, just for the time being. And he's just going to continue his own run. Here he has Tranquil Boots on the Slaughter, so he's doing very well for himself. Bit underleveled though, but Kuroki's not. Kuroki's just chain pulling, pulling the side, stacking the camps, and just heal bombing it over and over. So he's almost level 5 on Dazzle already.
And Mitch, level 4, eyed up again by GH. Comes in, steals the
last
creep.
hit.
Yeah, we'll take that. Easy 47 gold.
Gonna put down an aggressive ward to keep eyes on Mitch and to keep eyes on the rotation. They definitely want to be able to pressure this tower more and be able to claim it nice and early. It's almost dead, actually. It's already at 450 HP, that top tower.
Yeah, but it's certainly considering the fact that this TB is getting as big as he is. You know, Tread's done, 43 CS still, continuing to be pretty perfect hit.
Yep.
6 minutes in. It is going to be interesting to see how the interaction goes scaling against the Lifestealer. And definitely, as you mentioned, with that quick Midas timing, the farm rate, it will certainly be comparable between the two. And of course, we can certainly expect to see Matumba get a little more active once the Slardar and Storm are ready to take him around the map.
Mitch might get caught out here. They see him with the ward. Oh, crush up the mark.
Bit of a whiff there from GH as he just kind of a 180. They may... he's going to have a crush again in a second.
They should still
and they
get
should
him.
still get it. But not quite as clean as they would have hoped. And in fact, in the middle lane, the bigger kill occurring as Elements move in and are able to bring down Miracle with the use of the Dream Coil from Ping.
Yeah, 3-round rotation coming in. We even see Swift Ending porting toward the mid lane.
Good
Oh,
silence
GH did
from
not
Ping.
expect that one.
And Ping will still get taken down. LeBron, seeing if he can find GH in return. We'll have the Boundless Strike again in a second. Bam, it's enough. Straight down the head of the fish, and Slardar's down. Elements picking up 2 kills and getting a lot of pressure put onto this tier 1 in the middle lane. Now looking to hold though, Liquid, Miracle, Mind Control, and Kuroki ready to go. Straight in, but the Doom. Yeah, no chance for Asunder as such, and that will allow them to bring down Swift. And now Miracle, seeing if he can go for more, diving the tower. Low on the mana though, so we'll have to back off, but a big kill for Liquid to pick up after that initial loss there in the middle lane. Miracle, ooh. Boundless Strike not going to quite catch him, so Miracle will be allowed to get himself away. Ping and LeBron looking to chase down the 2 of them, but they're up to the Shrine. Shrine at the ready. Liquid will be topped back up to full health, and all whilst this is going on, Matumba up on the top lane cleans up a tower for himself. That'll be the phase boots done, fair bit of gold as well on top of it. So at the end of the day, that it looked to be a good movement with the TB, but then not getting the tower and losing his life, it ends up a bit of a disaster. And already the gap between Matumba and Swift Ending is developing in terms of net worth.
Yeah, beautiful rotation from Mind Control. I mean, Miracle jumping in,
Bottom tower
almost
is
gets the
under
Sunder off onto him, but yeah, Mind Control just walks in, gets that perfect Doom timing on him, and they're able to just net massively, because that's the first meta used in order to try to pressure tower. They almost got it, but losing your Terrorblade with his first rotation is super painful. So now, yeah, like you said, Matu surging forward ahead, already phase boots, almost halfway to that armlet as well, and that's when he can start being that infest bomb.
Yeah, I mean, the Doom not only just there, but I think in the whole game it's...
Oh, LeBron gets his tree hitting.
He's found it. Kuroki knows where he is, chops him down. LeBron will try for the TP out. GH, bang, in with the crush. TP cancelled and the Monkey King down.
That one tree.
Dire's middle tower is is under attack.
I'm not sure if
Kuroki
they,
knew.
not sure if they know the ward was placed though, because Kuroki did have a sentry on him already. So I guess he just thought that the Monkey King was just jumping around instead of trying to place some vision.
Yeah, Swift forcing mind control back. But yeah, surely that Doom is a huge issue for Swift ending these fights, because a lot of the times, you know, Terrorblade does rely on getting that Sunder on to continue these the extended kind of skirmishes, and that's just not going to happen. He's not going to want to build a Lincolns or anything that's going to stop the Doom from getting to him.
Yeah, and they have no save. That was the big thing that I was looking at during the draft, is that if he just runs in and dooms the Terrorblade,
They're good.
it's like super hard for Elements to kind of win the fight. They're all just like magic damage. They're really dependent on all their ultimates without the Terrorblade. And Mind Control is doing incredibly well. He's got Buckler already finished up, level 7. Tower getting seized. Matu making the rotation in. LeBron, he is very dead.
Yeah, Miracle's already caught him out in the back lines. GH comes in with a crush to finish it off, and Matumba, he's eyeing up bigger targets. Straight on towards Swift ending. Out of mana though, and with the rage wearing off, has to back off. They'll get a 3-man Dream Coil. Matumba actually able to get out just in time, and again, the Doom on Swift ending, allowing Miracle to follow through, finish off the Terrorblade. They'll find a second. There's the third. There's double kills there for Miracle, triple kill for the Storm amongst it all. And they're not done yet. Looking for Ping, who goes for the jaunt out, only just getting himself away. GH is thinking about chasing this one down. He will give a bit of mercy, as he doesn't want to play around too deep with the puck. But a very painful fight for Elements. Bringing Matumba Man in, having that much effect, you really are suddenly starting to see just the difference between these cores evolve. About a 2k difference 10 minutes in between the two position ones.
I mean, this is already super problematic for Elements. Like, that's the second time TB's rotated, used his meta, and just gets instantly doomed and chased down.
Yeah.
With the Dazzle Weave coming out on top, Liquid has no mercy. They can just dive much easier. They have Medallion finished up on him as well, so they already have their auras kind of coming online at an extremely early time. It's already 11 minutes, and they are pretty much ready to go at running at people. GH halfway to that Blink Dagger, and they're just constantly being that aggressive team that we saw yesterday from Liquid. They've got mech finished in a second on Mind Control too. Oh my god. That's actually absurd.
How are we looking on the darks here? Because that for Elements is pretty much their hope. You know, Mitch getting a mech, something that's able to offset some of the damage, keep that TB alive if he does get doomed, but he's still not...
700 away.
Yeah, he's not quite that.
They've got Armlet finished up now on Matu, and this is just going to be continuous pressure. As soon as they have the mech finished up on Mind Control and GH's Blink Dagger, that's like super go time where they can just go even for Roshan. And they put down some nice aggressive vision during that last succession of dives. So now for Elements, they have to pretty much, like you said, get the mech on the Darks here. They've got Veil finished up on the puck at least, and then get their other 2 level 6s. They really need Monkey King ult, they need even CM ult. Everything in these fights is going to be very needed for them. Miracle making the goal on LeBron right away bottom. He gets brought down so quickly from that DD.
Very easy solo pick off there for Miracle. Ping comes in for a tickle, but immediately just backs off and hides behind the tower. Goes to the TP out, will make it. But they won't quite be able to hunt him down. Yeah, as you said, mech complete for Mind Control. Top lane Elements are looking to get a bit of an objective trade for themselves as they look towards the tier 1 with the Metamorphosis, and should get away with this here. Liquid no interest in defending against that.
Yeah, that's a good rotation from Swift. They already recognize bottom tower needs to be abandoned, so at least try to get a trade out of it. Goji's gonna put another aggressive ward in the enemy jungle, and they're gonna purchase himself up there rather than their own jungle. That's kind of what happens when you do get invaded so early. You don't really want to play around your own jungle unless you 5-man smoke into it with your entire team, because it's just so risky. Like, you already lost that bottom part of your map. You have to just play on the other side.
Dire's structures are fortified.
So far so good here for Liquid. Coming up to 7k gold lead. Still, Elements needing some way to get this TB right back in the game, as Matumba Man's lifesteal is just scaling that a little bit better with the amount of farm that he's been able to keep up with. GH, as you were mentioning, very close to that Blink Dagger. And just only about a few hundred gold to go and he'll have it. Kroki's getting a pretty free lane to himself in the middle. And as LeBron will come in, has got the 6, so they do now have those ultimates. They just gotta wait and see what they can do with them. Kroki, also about 600 gold away from having a completed solo crest.
It's gonna be so early. And they are already gonna get ready for the Roche. They have the Vlads finished up, or the mech finished up on Mind Control. They recognize that, you know, Meadow was used top, so it's still on cooldown. They can just make this go. They've got Lifestealer open wounds. They've got the corrosive haze, so they can at least stay fully sustained as well while they do this rush. So it's not a hard
Kuroki
committal.
with some very aggressive ancient farming here. It will just TP away and does make it. Yeah, Elements know what's up. Can they find a good fight? No, already Miracle zips across, breaks the tree, brings the monkey down, but the silence and the frostbite actually bringing Miracle down low with a boundless strike as well. Miracle will still get out, managing to zip out just to the last moment, and it's going to be again Elements losing their heroes. 2 down, Mitch. I mean, he drops down the wall, but there's no one there, and Liquid will force the Darkseer away.
They do stop the Roche for a bit.
They do. They slow it down momentarily.
But now again, it was Puck Ult used, it was Darkseer Wall used as well, so now Liquid can just walk back in there. There is still the Terrorblade meta, but there is no way to kind of lock them down still in there. CM respawning, Monkey King as well. They're going to try to make the rotation down there, and maybe Liquid just kind of backs up and slows it down a little bit. Just wait for that GH Blink Dagger to get the crisper initiations outside the pit.
And Elements, I mean, they need to be able to stop that Roshan. It feels that we are getting to a point where if Liquid get that Aegis, they are going to get a lot done across the map. And Elements choosing
Smoke
to try
spotted.
smoke, but absolutely immediately spam pings coming out from GH, alerting the team.
They're just going to claim high ground here. Miracle, not the most healthy on mana, though. Checking if the shrine is up. They're not 90 seconds. But they're still perched up there. Kuroki just standing in the front line.
Here we go, LeBron getting the vision. GH now with that Blink Dagger jumps in immediately onto the CM. CM gets taken down by Matumba now, turning for more. Mind Control comes in with a TP towards the shrine. Swift Ending getting stunned up. The balance strike in return allows Swift Ending to get the Sun Drop, but it just doesn't matter. The damage from Miracle's too much. They've taken down the Terrorblade. You're going to see them try and run themselves out with the Darkseer, but they'll turn back Liquid and focus down the bigger kill, bringing out Ping on the puck.
That was meta and Dreamclaw used as well, and they're just, at this point, Liquid's just too tanky. Kuroki just throws a defensive weave out, it even catches a couple of the heroes on Elements, and then a couple heals, a nice grave coming out on Matu, and yeah, their sustain is just way too high with the amount of healing that they do have coming out from the mech and from the Dazzle.
Interesting as well, Matu, he was going for the Deso, but instead cues up something a little different. Maelstrom for the Lifestealer. I guess just allowing them to push the lanes a bit quicker when they want to start.
Yeah, I think either item is fine in this game.
Especially with the lead he has, still, what we're like 3k ahead of the Terrorblade.
I actually think I would probably like Deso a bit more just to be able to force the towers. Oh yeah, remember, now we see ally chat. That was apparently last patch.
Oh!
For some reason we can see people's allies chat when they use the chat wheel. Yeah, I saw that happening last night in some of the games versus DC.
Is that intentional?
I don't know if it is. I don't
like
think
it.
so, because you can see when the teams like use applause and stuff and all the chat
that's
wheel
great.
options. So it's a little funny.
What
but
team's doing that last night?
yeah, last night, every time Dubu, like every time his team got a kill, Dubu just kept using the applause chat
that's
wheel.
brilliant.
Like the enemy team can't see it, but we can as the observers.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. I like that.
It's cute.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Here we go, another tier 1 being brought down. Bloodstone finished on Miracle with the DD rune in his bottle and Aegis. Liquid's just going to look to keep this aggression up. Like we saw yesterday, they are looking to close games out early. I think that's their strength as well. Like Nahaz was pointing out, they do seem to struggle a bit when it goes to the later stages of the game. GH on the prowl for Swift Ending. Smoke does break, but he is on the run. Are they going to be able to find him?
Nah, they try for a blind one. And Swift Ending's already out of there.
No mercy. Look at Miracle. Zipping along the whole right side of the trees, trying to look for the Monkey King and cut his tree down. Ping, top lane. GH on him with Matu, and yeah, that's an easy bring down.
Ow. No escape for the puck, still struggling to find his way towards the Blink Dagger. As this already looking to be another great start of the day for Liquid. They had it yesterday. Who was that for? Oh, it was against Na'Vi, wasn't it? Where they did have 2 very convincing wins. And here in game 1 of the series, about 18 minutes in, 17-2, a considerable gold lead. It's looking to set off to be another good day for Liquid and the Liquid fans at home.
Miracle looking for LeBron. He's got a DD rune again. Now he pops the Arcane rune as well, stacking up those Bloodstone charges. He doesn't even care that Ping's TPing in. He's like, come at me.
Yeah, they might be able to chase this down if they can get the crush.
And they get the Doom.
Oh, okay. That's a dead puck. Once again, Gogi could be in trouble as well. GH blinking across, getting the wraparound. Triple kill for Miracle.
It's looking pretty over. Even their recovery methods for Elements, they are running a single core Terrorblade into a tri-core kind of aspect for Liquid with massive auras. I'm not really seeing a way back into this one for this one. It's an absolute disaster.
Liquid just making little to no mistakes once again here in this game.
And Matu does go back for the Desolator, so he just wants to be able to. I think that's the better.
Yeah, makes much more sense. Yeah.
They want to be able to kill the objectives. He doesn't need to be pushing out waves anymore. They just need to break high ground and end this game because it's looking really grim. Elements, they do have the Blink Dagger now in mid, so maybe they can get some massive type of wombo combo, but Liquid is extremely tanky. They've got the Aegis as well. Their sustain is incredibly high, so they can try, but it will definitely be very hard to break Liquid's strengths.
And CM just offering herself up on the front lines. The Wukong's command comes out. They will get the vacuum wall onto 3. Silence as well. Bringing something down low. Miracle just mans up. Looking to try and dispatch the monkey. Has to get himself out of there. Matuma Man graved up, keeping him alive there. Kuroki actually able to save him with the rage out. Matuma Man finally goes down. That's a big kill here for Elements. So if they can get any more out of this, looking towards mind control. GH did try for a Blink Crush, but actually crushes a little early. Will still jump back in. And falling very low here, Liquid, but it is once again Elements that are falling that little bit lower.
Yeah, that was like the perfect combo from Elements.
It was their last-ditch attempt, and it was pretty much the best attempt they'd had all game.
You saw Matu actually, he toggled, and he had Orb of Venom still on him. So the last tick of Orb of Venom actually ticked him down.
Because I saw him get out with the rage, I was like, he's going to live, nothing's going to get him, but...
Yeah, they just...
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the Dazzle versus the Monkey King kind of thing as well. Like, he just throws the defensive weave on his teammates, and the Monkey King ultimate doesn't really do a whole lot of damage. And I mean, they are also super far behind, but yeah, Liquid just making all the right moves this game, and it's just unable to respond to some rotations from Swift ending. The first even 3 rotations with his metas, he just gets doomed pretty much right afterwards and dies. So when your Terrorblade has that happening to himself, it's definitely looking grim for you.
Absolutely, but yeah, indeed. 20-minute victory. I want to say probably the quickest we've had here. And we did have some stuff, but 20-minute GG? So. That's got to be bordering on the fastest. 25-4. Liquid, no messing about. Elements having a tough time. We'll almost certainly expect Elements to try something a little different in Game 2. But it's going to be very hard to take down a team like Liquid. They're looking as good as they are at the moment. Yeah,
Liquid's, I mean, their sheer aggression that we saw from yesterday, they're looking to continue that today.
Absolutely. Well, don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have a short break, and then we'll be back with more Dota 2 here at the Monster Energy Dream League.